Hello everyone, my name is Nargis Nasreen. So let's start today's video. And in this video, we are going to talk about not null constraint. So let's start. So we will be using companies table, which is present inside customers database. Okay. Now let's try to understand what is not null constraint. So when we apply not null constraint, what happens that whenever we are going to insert values inside the table, we cannot leave that field empty. Okay, because we have mentioned that it is going to be not null, and if we are going to keep it empty, SQL will give you an error. Okay, now we are going to see what are the different ways to apply not null. So first is this: whatever the column name is, if you want to keep it not null, you have to write down this constant not null. Okay, now second way is, so before understanding about the second way, we have to first drop this not null. So we have to understand how to drop not null constraint from a table which is present inside a certain field. Okay, so let's see. So we have to write down alter table, name of the table, which is companies. Now see, we do not write drop. Why? See, by default, if you are not going to write down not null, the field will be null. Okay, that means it can expect null values. So it is just changing, it is interchanging from null to not null, from not null to null. So we are not dropping, we are just modifying this. So instead of drop, when we remove this not null constraint, we use modify. Okay, and then the name of the column, which is company name. Okay, and we have to give the data type also. Okay, so this is the part of the syntax. I'm not going to change anything in this. So I'll be writing 100 as it is. And what do we have to make? From not null, we have to make it null. Okay, like we are removing this constant. So this is the way of writing it. Do not write down drop, we write modify. This is one important thing that we should know. Now, let me run this. Let me execute this query. And this is executed successfully. Now let's try to understand how it is going to look like inside a DDL tab. So I will be clicking on companies icon and let's go inside DDL. See, so we have removed the not null from company name, right? So if you see, when we remove, by default null will get applied. So it's not like we drop that constant, it just get modified from not null to null. So if you're not going to apply this constant, by default it will be null. See, the phone number is also by default, it is not null. But if you see a company ID, it is not null. Why? Because we have mentioned that company ID is the primary key and primary key cannot be null. Okay, so whenever you make certain field as a primary key, not null, constant will automatically get applied. Okay. Okay. Now let's try to understand, now that we have removed this not null constraint, how to apply it using alter command. So now see. So in the last class, we talked about default constraint. The way we write down the alter command in default constraint, not null constraint is somewhat like that. Okay, so if you remember that one, this will be easy. Okay, so let's try to understand. So we are going to write down alter table, name of the company, name of the table, which is companies. Then you have to write down change. Okay, column. Then name of the column, that is company name. And we have to again repeat this name. Why? Like, what if we want to change the name? Then we have to repeat this. Like, if you're not going to change the name, just write as it is. Then you will be writing the data type, which is varchar, and the length is 100. I will not be changing this, so I'm writing this as it is. And then we have to apply this not null constraint. Okay, so this is how we use alter command to apply not null constraint on a certain field. Okay, now let me execute this again. Okay, this is done. Now let's check the DDL tab of companies table. And now see, on the company name, we have this not null constraint. Okay, so this is very simple to apply. You just have to be careful about the keywords that we are using. Okay, now let's try to see how this is looking like like this companies table. I'm going to write down select command for companies, what we will get. So right now we do not have any value. So let me do one thing. Let me see. So the phone number is null. That phone number can be empty. Company name cannot be empty, and company ID is the primary key. So we can, okay, let's do this. I will be using insert command. Into name of the table is companies, columns. Let's use the column that is company ID. Okay, let's first use all the values. Like let's use all the fields. So I will be skipping writing the names of the columns and directly write down the value. Let's say 1, company name. Let's write down anything. Let's say A, B, C, and phone number. Let's say we are writing integer type, so we can write down anything. Okay. Now let's execute this command. Okay, we are getting this error. Phone number is out of range. Why is it out? Okay, okay. Okay, now this is executed successfully. So now let's execute this select command and it's okay. So we get this value, right? 1, ABC, and the phone number. Now what I will do, I will be using this insert command again, but I will try to not write values in company name and phone number. I will be skipping both. Okay. So in that case, how do we need to write? So we will get error obviously because our company name is not null. So I just want to see like what error we are going to get. So insert into companies and then we have to write down names of the columns, right? Which is company ID. Okay, so I will be writing the value inside this only, and the value will be, let's see, we cannot take the same one as it is primary key. Let me click on insert. So it is giving us the error that is field company name doesn't have a default value. That means it is expecting some value because we have mentioned that it cannot be null. Okay, so if you are going to do this, like if certain field is not null and you are trying to skip the value, it is going to show you the error. Okay, so this is how we use not null constraint. I think this is clear, but still if you have any doubt, you can put it down in the comment section. I will answer that. And thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.